In 1880, it was approaching what was called the Progressive Era, one of the most important checkpoints in human history. Um, Although it was a bunch of walking on eggshells, it took place in the Weimar Republic in Berlin, Germany. It was a safe haven for the LGBT community and heterosexual promiscuity. It was meant to be tolerant, but bigotry and conspiracy theories ruined the pseudo-utopia. This place was pretty chill. It had 90 to 100 gay bars, though there was still anti-gay agenda, but for a time, things were fine, and no reason to panic just yet. Um, but unfortunately, in 1930, things were encroaching upon human rights. As Clayton J. Wisnant stated, in 1930, the Nazi Party won a staggering victory in the federal election. Overnight, it grew from a small fringe party with only 12 seats in the Reichstag to become the second most powerful political party in the land. Homosexual activists recognized they were in trouble. End quote. Homosexual men or homosexual men were unfortunately convinced to join the Nazi Party. Well, just a few, as anyone could. I'll make that for a separate video. The men who joined had bias towards mixing with women and feminism. Again, anyone could be sexist. But eventually, the Nazi men were put into camps to be killed. I've read Republicans and conservatives who have joined the Nazis, and then once they're used up as being useful idiots, they just get killed. This will happen to like Nick Fuentes, I bet. Yeah. Leaving out mass death, this would mirror America in 1969, June 28th, via the Stonewall riots in New York. They started from gay bars being raided, though the magnitude isn't even comparable. Um, what the people in the bars did was illegal, but this illegality is known to be meaningless because in 2019, the New York police apologized. Conspiracy about ruining purity, whether spiritual, financial, political, etc., circulated from Nazi propaganda that the Jews are bringing so-called degeneracy or scapegoating as communist. You shouldn't care, you know, or feel weird or defensive when these sickos call out the Jews. If you think LGBT is breaking apart families, you would have been convinced back then to let the trains pass. If you somehow think historically destroyed people from LGBT communities being allowed to live supported by Jews is a conspiracy only because it's associated with the Jews in the Weimar Republic, then you're problematic. It could have been anyone who had the means to do so. Hypothetically, it could have been Africans, Britain, France, Alaska, Native Americans. Seriously, someone had to, or eventually would have taken, a stand for human rights violations towards the LGBT community. You cannot make this simply a Jewish thing. And it's happening again right now. You know, Roe versus Wade being overturned, and it's only a matter of time until like other rights are stripped. So, you have to see this, take a stand for it, be okay. Who, you know, whoever gathered up the people and wanted what's good for them, you shouldn't just make that a conspiracy. Don't fucking fall for it.